now, on the Board of Inquiry's request for your phone records, is that
Yes.
from the start of the pandemic or over a select period of time?
I think they've indicated the day in question, the 27th. Whatever they've asked for, they'll get. So they'll get.
Just for the day, or is it like for a short period of time?
I've not actually seen the letter. It's come to me via my staff. I think it was received either last night, early part of the evening last night. I've not seen the letter, but what I can confirm for you is each and every record they've sought, they'll get.
Can we just clarify whether that includes messages on apps, including WhatsApp and other messaging services?
I would assume so.
Or is it just phone text?
No, I'm not sure whether they've broadened it out that far, but in the spirit of the request, then they would receive any and all.
And how many staff will that cover? You said senior staff and media staff. How many people?
I'm not sure. It'll be a significant number. I might just make the point that I don't know that any of my senior staff would ever have spoken to Graham Ashton, because it would not be appropriate for them to speak to Graham Ashton. There are always channels to be gone through, but for completeness' sake and out of an absolute determination to provide the inquiry with whatever it is they need and want, all those senior staff, including media staff, myself, I assume that the same requests may have been made of others, but I'm not in a position to. It's not really appropriate that I should know who else the inquiry might have asked for things from, but the inquiry would probably be able to confirm that for you.
When you say others, I assume you're referring to ministers?
Well, it could be other ministers, could be other public servants. Could be public servants.
Within your senior staff, that's
No, no. Mr. Eccles is not a member of my private office. He's the head of the public service. He may have received a similar request. I don't know. I think those questions would best be answered by the Board of Inquiry themselves.
Just to clarify, back on Alex's point, even if the letter doesn't make explicit for you or your senior staff to hand over, messages on Signal or other encrypted apps, you will be handing over those?
Yeah, I don't think there's any issue with that at all. Mr. Ashton has indicated that he received a phone call, but from an abundance of caution, we're happy to look at text and whatever other messages, regardless of carrier or service. I would have thought. I didn't contact him. He didn't contact me. He indicated that someone did contact him. He can't remember who. As for his phone records of incoming calls, as we had quite a debate and exchange the other day about this, I obviously can't provide that information, neither can he. But there are ways in which that information can be provided, but that's ultimately a matter for the board as to whether they see that as something that they need to do.
Have you ever offered prior to this to hand over your records of messages and phone calls? And if not, why not?
Well, no, that's not the way that it works. The inquiry makes requests of information. Otherwise, it'd be hard to know. You would literally be handing over not 300,000 pages, but literally millions of documents.
But the date of March 27 has been in the spotlight in the inquiry for weeks now. At some point, you must have known it would have been of interest.
That's a matter for Laurel. That's a matter for the board.
Cooperating fully with the inquiry. What's stopping you from saying, "Hey guys, do you want my phone records?"
Well, no, hang on. No, we're not having a suggestion that we've not cooperated fully. We've absolutely cooperated fully. I've made it very clear. Whatever you need, ask and you'll get it. That's what we've done all the way through. So they've now made a request, and we will deliver against that request, and we will provide any and all details, information that we can, and that's a perfectly appropriate way to go. And if they make another request next week or the week after, well, which I don't know whether that's likely or unlikely, probably not that likely, I wouldn't think, given that they're writing their report and they've already done a fair bit of work, but they've made a request and we will deliver against that. No problem at all. That's exactly why you set up the inquiry.